So brand new boat. First impressions, it's glassy calm. We're got a 7-day trip to do here. It ate all our gear, which was fantastic. That's what I was looking for. It's gorgeous, right? Super bright. Probably figure out a different spot to put my paddles. But so far as this boat's got a little rocker, right? So it's easy to maneuver. And I do notice that a little bit, first impressions, as far as just straight line tracking. That as long as I'm paying attention, I can track just fine here in the glass water. But if I'm not like looking where I'm going, I'll drift a little easier than maybe in other boats I've paddled. This boat swallows gear nicely, and interestingly, one of the cool things, because we're planning a trip to Alaska here pretty soon, and we're trying to figure this out, was front hatch, right? Not all kayaks front hatch would just swallow a bear canister like this. And it's like it was like, watch that. Oh yeah, okay, I'll just take that. Yeah, thanks. And I can even turn it sideways if I needed the space. That's pretty cool. You could probably put more stuff around it though by doing that, but I was just saying. Okay, so kind of a unique feature. I haven't seen this on other boats. I'm not sure if it's out there, but this paddle park right here. So the idea is that kind of stabilizes your paddle a little bit when you're getting in and out. For me, getting in, I don't typically get in that way. I got big enough legs that I can just get in and get low and then put my feet inside. But getting out, I think this is a usable item, because now, probably can't see it from that side, but I'm clamping my hand on the narrow part shaft of the paddle, and then you can get up and stay stable, and get your feet out of the boat, and then get out. I think that's a nice feature. Oh, sorry, crab. Seems like it'll work. Okay, and the whole idea with these strap systems that you're back in your boat, you're supposed to be able to pull on the red part and it comes right out. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's definitely fast. What's the deal here? Oh yeah, straight up. So it's a little bit of something. Essentially, that's doing those clips. You got to pull straight up on it. It's good to know. Put that in a straight up position. And then your paddle. And because it's a new boat, you just gotta see how it rolls. So let's see how it rolls. Like butter. So one nice feature is that the boat came with a nice hatch cover. You can see how dewy it is every morning, and yeah, very nice. Okay, morning of the third day, and want to just talk about ergonomics a little bit and just reach from the cockpit. So I'm a pretty natural high angle paddler. I'm trying really hard to be a low angle paddler. So this whole area here and the width of the cockpit and everything is really nice for both strokes, but especially for the low angle. So I'm liking that quite a bit. Really liking this hatch here, and I'll explode it in a second to see all the junk that I shoved in it. But it's within a good reach. There's absolutely no way I'm hitting it with my knees or legs or anything. I don't even know it's there. And then reaching back to get into this rear hatch, it's a little further back than maybe a couple of other boats I've paddled, but it's fine. I like to have my camera accessible right here, the good one with the big lens, and I can get into other things as well. So ergonomically, I'm feeling really good about the placement of things. Okay, so I'm really liking these little hatches right in front of you, and I just wanted to explode it for a second to show you how much junk is in there. And I really haven't put too much thought yet because it's a brand new boat and everything that's going in there, but I'll just kind of lay everything out right here. And it's big, right? Like, I can't believe all the junk I keep throwing in here and it keeps swallowing it. And it's dry. I rolled yesterday. All the hatches are totally dry. No water seepage. You know, brand new boat. Shouldn't be seeping water yet. Holy cow, huh? And there's way more room for more. I mean, I could jam a bunch more stuff in there. So yeah, it goes way up. I can't reach the front of that, but there's a nice slopey angle that lets stuff kind of slide down there for me. So yeah, pretty nice. Okay, rudder. So I've got pretty long arms, but it's super easy for me to reach to deploy the rudder. All right, and then there's a little cam strap there, and then to raise it, it's just the same thing. You feel for the knot, don't have to look. So it's about feeling for this knot here. Once you feel the knot, you should be able to deploy it really easily. Kind of an interesting, I went with a rudder on this boat. Lots of different choices. Kind of, you know, one of the reasons I ordered this was because you could make some custom options, and I really love paddling with a skeg, but for what I wanted to do, you know, we're pretty used to 7-8 night trips, and we've got our scene pretty dialed for that, but I wanted to add a pretty big camera lens for this trip we have coming up, so I need a little bit more room, and I wanted to get rid of that skeg box, so I went with a rudder. And this being a rockered boat, you know, easy to maneuver without the rudder, but it's nice to avoid with the weather cocking and kind of side on wind is what I've seen so far. So pretty nice setup. So one of the options on this boat is to get this little bow kind of keel strip and stern keel strip, or a full keel strip. And I think one of the things you should understand when you order this from Seaward is that their keel strips are a little different than the kind of tape-on fiberglass that is coming from a lot of other companies. They actually do this is a thick fiberglass coating, is super burly. It's gel coated, and then I think it probably adds a little weight to the boat, but for what I'm doing, staying really close to shore and things, I think it's worth it for me. It's an option, but just know that it's different. It's not that really thin stuff. This is thick, burly fiberglass. Seeing the rocker when I stop paddling, and the rudder's not down, like the boat will it wants to turn, which is really cool being up along the shoreline. If the rest of the folks have their rudder down in your group, like, you need to be aware you will start turning immediately. Here's the deal with this Flex 4 seat. Overall, I like it. I like the back adjustment here. All right, it's nice. I like the thigh adjustment here. That's nice. take it apart. The seat back will rise by doing that. Here's what I don't like. So the seat pad here has this slight, like 1 centimeter motion back and forth. And so when you edge the boat, at times, this little pad slides back and forth. So you edge and then your butt slides in a centimeter. Here's how it's held in. I'm sure you can figure out how to fix that, but don't like that.
All right, so these foot pedals are pretty cool for steering. You can steer with your toes. So by pushing on that, pushing on this, you're going left and right for the rudder controls.
All right, so overall, really nice boat. I've enjoyed paddling it the last few days, and I think it's overall this is an affordable boat with some custom options and can hold a lot of gear and is super maneuverable, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.